Hello, it's me, Candy again. um, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to leave here tomorrow because um and be back on the streets. Yeah, I don't know where to go because I don't know how bad downtown is with the flooding and stuff like that, and still mostly all except a few businesses are closed. There's a couple of businesses open, and well, tomorrow the hotel, like everything is sold out, so I won't be able to book tomorrow. I don't know if I can try to find another hotel, but most people traveling in from to help to clean up from Hurricane Sally damage is what's making it hard. It's what's making it hard to you know to go stay in a hotel. Um, so I basically I don't even know if the shelters will be still be open. Like I guess the hurricane shelters. But I'm scared to go there because I know I will be heavily targeted, and they don't care how bad the weather is. I'll get thrown out, or they don't care how bad circumstances are because I'm that troublemaker. You know, I cause problems everywhere I go. Yeah, you rude, abusive gang stalkers who they pretty much do cruel stuff when nobody's looking, and then people only see me getting mad, and then they making like, well, there are bigger problems to worry about. Well, tell gang stalkers that there are bigger problems um to focus on than being petty and little bullies. you know and I'm hypersensitive to everything. So just like what happened with those girls, like what happened Monday was so unnecessary because now nobody's really walking around with masks. Nobody really cares. Nobody's enforcing it at all. Some people, very few people are wearing any. So all that you getting mad at me because I didn't wear a mask, and now you're not wearing one, and I'm not wearing one. I mean, so one day that's how it is here in retarded ass Pensacola. That one day you're forced to wear a mask, and then the next day you don't have to wear one. So that girl even was giving me cut her eyes at me and gave me mean looks again today, while smiling and normal and laughing and flirting with everybody else. That Brittany girl. So tomorrow, um, I don't, um, yeah, I don't even know if I can even make it downtown. I just don't know where I'm gonna exist if I have to leave here at 11, and they're sold out. So I called the number, and the guy was rude to me, or kind of rude, and it's like I get frustrated. I guess that's all they have. I get frustrated. That they had these foreign people. They're already rude and hate us, and they act more prejudiced than black America. I mean, than white people. Not all white people. The racist white people. The foreign people treat you like you're unwelcome in your own country and act more prejudiced than the racist white people. But the foreign people don't call you a nigger though. But that light skin, I think she's Jamaican too. that girl at the front desk, she treat me with such prejudice. You're younger than me and you're not American. But I would be the prejudiced one, you know, if I told you to go back to where go back to where you came from. But you treat me like I'm unwelcome in my own country where I was born and raised, and you're gang stalking me. So, I was here in America before your parents even thought of to conceive you. I'm almost old enough I could probably almost be your mom, and you're trying to disrespect me and talk to me like I'm too dumb, you know. So, um, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to leave, and that guy told me that I had to have made a reservation on a Thursday. I mean, no, made a reservation on a Thursday for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, all in one reservation. But at that time, I didn't have enough money for Thursday, Friday, and it has to be all those Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night in one reservation. And I didn't realize that that's how it went. But the guy was kind of rude about it, and he told me that I don't qualify. And so, but I have up until I just found out about it this week. But I have up until like September 30th, to be able to get such a discount or a deal. So he told me that I can't get the discount. So I don't even know if there are other hotels that will be vacant. But just about everybody, I don't even know if I might have to take an expensive cab ride to travel further, or I might have to hop on a Greyhound bus and travel somewhere else, um, I don't even know. I just don't know what to do. I mean, if I temporarily go stay somewhere else, um, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I mean, because it would do no good for me to just hop on a bus and go stay in a hotel room somewhere else for a couple of days and then come back to Pensacola and the same thing. So I might as well stay here. But I know that they're quickly trying whatever they can to get whatever businesses back up and running. And it's like I'm really scared of what to do. But I think they said tonight was the last night of that curfew thing, and then they're telling us. I mean, the news is telling us to brace for next week or the week after for a possibility of another hurricane threat. You know, and I've seen some comments that angered me. You know, that people were talking about. I mean, so many people were mocking and laughing and saying that we get what we deserve. And they said nobody told y'all to go and build houses where a whole bunch of water is, or why do y'all keep rebuilding? Yeah, a lot of people said that about New Orleans people after hurricane. They wait till after Hurricane Katrina to call us stupid and mock and laugh at us and say, well, why do y'all keep rebuilding? And so I said, well, how come you don't say the same thing about Californians when they go through earthquakes, landslides, and mudslides? And I'm pretty sure people have to rebuild. I'm saying right now, I'm pretty sure that people have to rebuild during blizzards and tornadoes, whatever snow or whatever destroys, whatever cyclone. I mean, the tsunami in Asia in 2004, I'm pretty sure they had to rebuild after that. So I don't know why these people are arrogant and narcissistic and think they're smarter or better and calling us fools and stuff like that. Um, That's just like they mock and laugh at the people who became suddenly homeless in general, and they be like, well, you got yourself in that situation, or nobody feels sorry for, I don't feel sorry for any of you homeless people because y'all all could have prevented your homelessness and stuff like that, you know. But I feel kind of frightened to you know have to go back on the streets tomorrow during these times. But I don't know what shelters. I mean, they have a few schools, but I don't know how long these hurricane shelters are gonna last. And I haven't been downtown, so I don't know um how bad it is downtown, or if it's even still flooded downtown. I mean, I almost feel like I know that the coffee shop that I go to is probably gonna still be closed, and I don't have anywhere to go. And even today, the buses still aren't running, and they said that the buses won't be running for a while until further notice. So, I was kind of scared and trying to figure out what to do. But, um, it's like I feel kind of stuck here. I don't have enough money to travel so far. You know, I was thinking that the farthest I can travel is like a little bit farther east of Florida, or maybe a little bit south temporarily. But I don't know, cause I'm scared of shelters because of the gang stalking, and I'm scared because of the forced coronavirus mask. They force you to wear a mask, and they take all your belongings and stuff, and treat you like prison. I mean, I've done videos on why I hate shelters, but the additional part is them forcing you to wear a mask. And I heard that homeless shelters are one of the main places where people are targeted and trafficked, and that homeless shelters are secretly big on human trafficking people, and that's sad that they really are profiting off of the homeless. Um, because when I was living in Los Angeles, I was at this was called a winter shelter. They even kicked me out of the winter shelter, kicked me out cold on the streets. And I couldn't arrive. I wasn't allowed to arrive to the shelter on a normal regular transit bus. They forced you to ride their buses, and I had to sit next to somebody um that smells like hot dog water, like week old stale hot dog water that's been sitting out for a whole week on a stove or whatever, that never been thrown out. People that smell like that. Or you never know if you're gonna sit by somebody with that has literal poop from head to toe and on all of their belongings. Yes, I've seen several people in Los Angeles like that. And at that winter shelter, now remember when I on the other video I talk about at Union Rescue Mission in Los Angeles downtown, I call it separation torture mission. That they force you to use the bathroom in the dark, and then you never know whose blood, urine, or vomit or whatever that you'll be squatting over, and you might accidentally get a little clumsy and accidentally sit. I mean, slip and fall and sit on there because there's urine on the floor and blood on the floor too, and you never know if you're gonna slip and fall. And then you won't be able to take a bath immediately. You have to wait until that designated time to use the bathroom, and you got like 10 minutes or less. And then so like at that winter shelter, I heard that the buses, and I thought that was so messed up, and I got called a troublemaker for questioning that. Like, why the buses, you have to ride their buses, designated buses to and from the shelter to the pickup, or else you won't get to go to the shelter, and they wouldn't allow you to ride the transit bus to go there, and because if you went there, I mean, on a transit bus, then they couldn't make money off of you. So in order for them to make money, you had to ride their specific school bus looking bus, um with other homeless, crammed on and jam packed, and then you know they had you use porta potties. That every night at that winter shelter, there was dark green disease looking cum, which I think I heard it was gonorrhea or whatever, on every single. It looked like as if somebody had gonorrhea and ejaculated on literally every oh, like every porta potty seat on purpose. Like, who, I don't know who it was who kept doing that, but so I felt scared, and it's like I had no choice but to pee on the floor because I wasn't gonna sit on top of that, or it sat too high for you to squat over. So I just ended up having no choice but to pee on the floor. And then that narcissistic white guy got mad and tried to forcefully order me to clean my own pee when he was a resident there too. He wasn't the staff. And then somebody was like, "Who the hell he thinks he is, the old shit cleaner?" I'm glad the other guy defended me and he called that guy the shit cleaner. You know, so it's like that's the kind of stuff, gruesome, gross stuff you have to face. And then they got mad at me for cleaning up. I mean, they got mad at me for spraying the cots with a lot of Lysol spray. They made it like I wasn't allowed to spray the yucky, filthy cots with Lysol spray and stuff like that. And I nearly had a freaking breakdown. It was like a strange kind of prison. And then one guy, I guess he must have said F it. It was a black guy. I remember he was he was a black guy, and he had a very long, fat, huge, you know what. And he just pulled out his thing and peed in a garbage can, like out in the open. Maybe he must have saw that and out and peed in a garbage can. And so, they only feed like old expired food to homeless, and they never really feed you fresh food. And then people like, oh, that's all that's donated. I mean, even if you're not homeless, you go to the food banks and stuff, and they give you expired cake. Like this one food bank in Los Angeles give you nothing but cake, cookies, and soda. Like, how you supposed to survive off of that? And you're supposed to be thankful to God that you have anything to eat. That's how they be like, not to sound ungrateful, but some of us be trying to be healthy, but they think you're spoiled and asking for too much. Even if you pay your $600 something to stay at a shelter, you're entitled. They try to be like you're stuck up and entitled for not wanting to eat McDonald's hamburger that's 2 weeks old and been sitting out, and that's what you're gonna feed us with our own $600 a month. you know. So I was just letting y'all know, where I stand in my circumstances and stuff like that. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.